Welcome back, guys, to an episode of Talking Ball with JR, and we are back with another episode, guys, and the first match week is officially over, and guys, there's a lot of teams that left an impression, and I'm here to talk about them. Before we get started, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave me some hype points, guys, as it helps the channels grow, and it's free 99, so if it's free, it's for you. Starting off, guys, with the first team that left an impression, in my opinion, it's USA, guys. They looked incredible against Paraguay, and I know it's just Paraguay, but they looked phenomenal. They actually made me think, like, hold on. This team actually has a chance to get to the quarters, maybe a round of 16, because now there's 32 rounds. So maybe they can get a win in the first round and potentially, depending where like things fall, they might be able to win another matchup and go to the corners or something. But this team, guys, I first didn't have faith in Poch, but now I low-key do. I low-key got some faith in Poch because he had those boys pressing like crazy. Again, guys, Alexi Lala said that this was the greatest half of World Cup history. Now, I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that right now. I'm going to just let you guys know that I'm completely disagreeing with that. But I did think that they had a phenomenal way to start off the tournament. And 4-1, scoring, I think Balogun scored for the first time in American history. Someone scored 2 goals in the same game for the World Cup match for USA. So Balogun starting off right. Pulisic obviously is taking a knock, so we'll see if he's fully fit. But they start off well, and obviously they're going to need Pulisic to be ready for that game. But Anthony Robinson, Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, Mark Tillman had a bit of impression on me. They look good. They look ready. And honestly, credit to Poch. I didn't have faith, but credit to him. The next matchup, guys, that I want to talk about is Australia versus Turkey, guys. And if you haven't heard the Tim Payne song, I highly, highly recommend it. The Argentinians made a whole chant for this man. It's absolutely incredible. But they actually beat Turkey 2-0, and actually it was very impressive. I know what they were getting peppered and they probably should have gotten a goal against them. Turkey looked good, but shout out to them. They went out there, took 3 points from them. They went out there and basically just secured themselves into the next round. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised because I didn't think Australia were even gonna have a chance against Turkey. I thought Turkey was gonna wipe the floor with them and win and take 2-0 and just go home and be like, yo, this was a good matchup. But then we'll wait until the USA game comes. But now I'm like, hold on, Australia, you might end up winning the top of the league, top of the group. If you end up drawing against USA, you might have a chance. And it's pretty cool, guys. Like I said, the Australia have flipped this whole group around because now it's like, hold on. It went from USA and Turkey really battling for first to now Australia have entered the picture and they have a chance to finish first. And the next team, guys, that actually impressed me, actually didn't win the game, but they actually drew, but they looked phenomenal while drawing. They actually played really good football, and they really surprised me and kind of took me back of how good they were playing. And that team is Japan. Japan versus Netherlands, guys, was a phenomenal game. I think maybe that Croatian-England game was a little bit better than this game, but this game was phenomenal. This was a great game. It was a fun game to watch, and I am so excited to see what Japan does in this World Cup. Now, I know a lot of people said that Japan might be able to go out there and actually win a couple games and even upset some teams, and I kind of see what they mean. Japan looked really good. Don't forget that they beat Brazil and they actually beat England. So this team is a very, very good team and a very good squad. But honestly, I thought like, yo, those are friendly games. That doesn't really matter much. But then watching them, I'm like, holy crap. They're well organized. They play very good football. Not just well football. They play very good football. And they go out there and they press and they play well, 1-2s. So I'm actually very excited about this team. And I think that they can have a really good tournament for themselves and make Japanese people all around the world happy. Another team, guys, that absolutely surprised me, and not just me, surprised the whole world. So much so that their goalkeeper has gone up to 11 million followers on Instagram. It's Cape Verde, guys. They looked incredible. Now, when I say incredible, guys, I'm not saying like they played phenomenal football and they went out there and absolutely outclassed Spain. No, I'm not saying that. But they look phenomenal for their standards. Now, I was one of those people that were saying, hey, they're going to get bombarded. Obviously, what we watched Curacao go through, I'm thinking, hold on. Spain might go out there and win 4-0. They might go 5-0, maybe 6. They might go out there and play 1-2s all day. But Cape Verde, guys, and their freaking goalkeeper went out there. He was an absolutely hero, now being an icon and a legend for his country. And this man, guy, is 40 years old. Yes, he's 40 years old. I'm thinking, oh, this guy's probably like some mid-tier, like 30s, something like that. Like maybe never played in a big division. Let's see what this guy is 40 years old. And he went out there and put a performance like that against the European defending champions. Okay. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. You know what I'm just saying? Now, guys, another team that absolutely impressed me, guys, was Argentina. They won 3-0 against Algeria, and Messi was absolutely brilliant. Now, guys, I'm actually going to tie them in with France because I think both teams didn't impress me in the first half. Now, I know some people are saying that Messi deserved a red card. Now, I think it was a red card. I think we all agree that it was a red card, but we all know why he didn't get a red card, because You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. We'll leave it as an open-ended question. You tell me why he didn't get a red card. But guys, the reason why I'm combining both teams is because in the first half, I didn't think that both teams looked that impressive. I think they looked good, but they didn't look anything crazy. But then in the second half, both of these teams switched it on and said, "Hold on, this is 2022 World Cup Part 2. We're just gonna continue cooking from there." And Mbappe said, "Hold on, I'm gonna score some bangers." Messi said, "Hold my beer, I'm gonna score a hat trick." Now, I'm just going out here and not go out on a limb and just say that this World Cup is already better than 2022. I know it's only the first week, but I'm just letting you guys know. I think this World Cup is already better than 2022. Now, that could be because I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. to watch certain games, but in reality, guys, this might be better than the 2022. It's probably going to score the most goals in all the competition's history. It's probably going to have the most red cards in competition history. It's already got like 3 of them already. So who's to say it isn't? Who's to say that? Who's to tell me that it ain't better than the 2022 World Cup? Now, if Brazil go out there and win, then this is probably the World Cup of all time. This is the greatest World Cup then. But that may not happen and probably not going to happen. So with that being said, I'm happy with this World Cup so far and how it started. It's given us moments to remember. It's given players to remember. It's given us Tim Payne. It's given Vizinho, or Vozinho, I think his name is. And the last team, guys, that left an impression on me is England, boys. And England looked actually incredible offensively. Defensively, they're looking a little shaky, but they impressed me offensively because I think defensively, Thomas Tuchel is be able to handle that. As you guys know, that Thomas Tuchel is probably one of the better defending managers out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he handles that and figures that out. But my oh my, they looked great on attack. No, they look great offensively. Now I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Now get the hell. Now Anthony Gordon, get your ass off the freaking pitch. I don't know if you're over here still in Spain getting a medical or something, because you were nowhere to be singing until the 55th minute when you got a shot on target and then you did absolutely nothing else for the rest of the game. So Marcus Rashford, get ready. You're getting a spot back. Or Morgan Rogers, hit the left, because Anthony Gordon ain't that guy. Now, Nani Madueke did impress me. He looked good, and he was actually putting in some crosses, and he looked phenomenal. Harry Kane did his thing, but I am worried about that defense. So I'm just saying that maybe this is a half. This is a half impression. I'm great. I'm happy with how I saw with the offense, but the defense scared me a little bit. Defense scared me just a tiny bit. So guys, those are the teams that left an impression on me. Now I'll most definitely be scheduling out to go watch them. They were incredible to watch for the first week, and I think they're going to go out there and give us more moments in the rest of this World Cup.